evening, a very warm welcome to you. Welcome to Newscope, your Sunday magazine program on NTA Channel 12 Uyo. Many thanks for keeping faith with us and joining us on the program. Tonight promises to be an awesome one, a beautiful one, an amazing one. We have stories to entertain you, stories to inform you, stories to educate you, and of course stories to put you in the right frame of mind for the week ahead. It is a beautiful Sunday, very sunny around here. Hope you had a wonderful time in the presence of God for those that went to church. All right, Newscope this Sunday, we'll be taking a look at some stories. First of all, we're going to be looking at DNA. Is it actually a blessing or a curse? Why do you think that some women are afraid when DNA is mentioned? Okay, you get to find out in the course of the program. A lot of women may not want to go out of their homes without their handbags. What is the content of a woman's handbag? Why is it important that women carry their handbags when they go out? You'll get to find out in the course of the program. There's also a special on low cuts. Could it be as a result of the season, or why is there a preference by some ladies for low cuts? All of these and more will come your way in the course of the program. My name is Edidi Oniba, and Omo Basiret is standing by to take the day's news. And after that, Newscope will continue. Once again, thank you for joining us. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you, Edidio. Good evening out there, and thanks for joining us. My name is Omo Basiret. And to the news of the day. Making Uyo a smart city for tourists and investors requires a partnership of critical stakeholders with the Uyo Capital City Development Authority. Chairman of the Capital City Development Authority, Anyete Eka, said this while addressing leadership of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, Akwa Ibom State. Clement Barakwi tells us more.
The Akwa Ibom State government some years back built modern motor parks in strategic locations within the city. These parks have since been abandoned. How to clear the city of illegal and mushroom motor parks springing up at every corner of Uyo is why officials of the National Union of Road Transport Workers are here.
We came here to partner with people to make sure the capital city is okay.
These motor parks, honestly, you go around, you see that they are completely empty. Some has been vandalized by hoodlums. Then the main motor parks became empty.
Chairman Uyo Capital City Development Authority, Anyete Eka, told his visitors that he has the mandate of Governor Umoeno to restore sanity to the capital city. He promised to partner with them and other stakeholders in ensuring Uyo remain a destination of choice for tourists and other visitors.
We have been, doing this media campaign, trying to sensitize the public on what we are going to do from the 1st of February. From 1st of February, it will be business as usual. Because coming to your capital city, the governor mandated me, to come and drive this vision. We are working in line with the RISE agenda. And of course, you will agree with me that the governor is very particular about tourism.
The visit had NURTW officials from the 4 local government areas within the purview of Uyo Capital City Development Authority in attendance. In Uyo, Clement Barakui, NTA News.
And talking about security, the Akwa Ibom State Police Command has averted an attempt to kidnap expatriates of a construction firm operating in the state. The breakthrough was announced at an end-of-year get-together and an award night by the Police Command. Clement Barakwi again has the report.
It was an evening to dine and unwind the stress of 2023. Major achievement by the police in recent time also top discussion at the party, leading to commendations of senior police officers who led the tactical team to Ibonibom local government area where kidnappers' den was raided.
We call on OC and Seroga and other teams, and they were able to recover 4 rifles, including 1 military rifle. Investigation is going on. 10 of them are with us.
They had profiled and picked their target, a construction company. They wanted to pick their MD CEO and all that. Via intelligence gathering, via hard work, the Akwa Ibom Police Command was able to bust that.
The raid was successful because of timely intelligence information. Hence, the police is calling for more of such collaborations.
We are doing so much with so little, and we intend to do more. And we want to call on all Akwa Ibomites to support the Nigeria police. All they need to do is to support us by way of information sharing.
As the State Police Command begins a new security year 2024, there are more renewed strategies to dislodge more bad eggs in their hideout in the state. In Uyo, Clement Barikui, NTA News.
Have you ever heard of cyberbullying? What are the dangers of this emerging trend in the society? Well, relax. Let's join Shilo Essien to tell us more about this.
Cyberbullying is a phenomenon that has threatened to eat into the fabrics of social and psychological life of the society, as it takes many forms, which include sending threats and mean messages and spreading rumors, as well as posting hurtful text on social networking sites or web pages.
When people exert use of inappropriate words and expression on their fellow users of the media space, very common in the social media, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, and all of that. So these expressions often go a long way to impinge on the feeling of those other persons. They feel insulted.
If somebody is abusive by nature, then when he's reacting to certain posts on the internet, he reacts the same way. When somebody sees a comment or a post on the internet, he reacts the same way he is or she is in the natural life.
Cyberbullying is usually caused by some individuals. Either they are trying to test their cyber security and hacking skills.
Cyberbullying has numerous causes. However, whatever the genesis may be, the society frowns at it as it demoralizes the individual being bullied.
It's not good to bully someone in the society because it makes someone feel unimportant and more like you are like ahead of someone else.
It leads to misappropriation of information, and sometimes it also defames someone.
A sociologist from the University of Uyo says cyberbullying takes on many forms, like to tarnish the image of an individual in the
We sincerely apologize for the poor picture quality in that report. Moving on now, local shoe manufacturers in Uyo are appealing to government for support and better location for the business in Akwa Ibom State. Business News correspondent Joy Ubani was with some shoemakers in Uyo.
In Nigeria today, locally made shoes have improved and gained popularity as well as patronage due to its various designs, durability and affordability in the market. However, in Uyo, some entrepreneurs in shoemaking business acknowledge that the business is profitable and requires new skills to produce beautiful designs in a competitive market.
I've been into this work for the past 15 years so far, and I can say that the work is a very lucrative work. I've been able to also impact the knowledge to other young ones, as you can see, and by doing so they have also empowered themselves.
Very lucrative business. I've been into it for like 4 years now.
The patronage is good, but then it depends on how I can advertise it.
These local shoe manufacturers also list out some challenges in the business.
To assist us in getting the machines and also locate us to a better place where we will have patronage, where people will see us. That is what we want. And also make the materials available to us, accessible to us to use it and make the shoes. It will be so easier for us. All these people that someone will say, I want Italian shoes. If to say that we have the materials and the tools, there is no need for someone to travel outside and say, I want to get Italian shoes. Meanwhile, in Akwa Ibom here, we are making shoes. If we have the material, we can make the Italian shoes in Akwa Ibom State.
What I want government to do is to come and assist us by helping us to get those modern machines. It will really help our work to be fast and to be neat and to be more quality, to meet up the international standard.
Meanwhile, some young adults say skills acquisition like shoemaking is another way of creating any job opportunity in the society.
I came into this place to learn shoemaking because I want to know how shoes are made from the scratch to the end. So, like now, I have acquired the knowledge and I am able to use the knowledge I've acquired here to produce shoes, which have earned me money.
So nobody should just fold his or her hands and sit and expect manna to fall from.
To eradicate joblessness among the youths, shoemaking business, according to manufacturers in Uyo, is a business that can put food on one's table. Hence, an appeal to government to create better location for all local shoemakers in Uyo for optimum business activity. Joy Ubani, NTA News.
The words of Psalm 90 verse 16 is being fulfilled in the life of the village head of Enenatai Itam Initu local government area, Professor Efanga James Uswa, who just clocked 89 years. The birthday celebration, which held at his palace in Enenatai Itam, was at the instance of Itu Local Government Transition Council. Danny Milko tells us more.
Setting the tone for the birthday celebration, the Itu Local Government Transition Committee Chairman, Etetim Onuk, says it was only proper to celebrate Professor Efanga James Uswa, while James Inyama, a prominent son of the area, in an exhortation, prayed for more health and vitality for the octogenarian.
For God to have kept him alive from the day he was born to his 89th birthday celebration, like I said earlier, means that God's mercy, God's grace has found him. That's why we, two sons and daughters, decided to come together to celebrate him while alive.
We can only join the multitude of his friends, all of us, his kinsmen, his subjects, to say that the Lord will keep him in wisdom. He will not just keep him strong, but he will keep him in divine health.
In their goodwill messages, some attendees spoke glowingly of the man, Professor Efanga Uswa, and wished him longer years on earth.
I wish him long life and prosperity.
When he was a commissioner in the regime of Clement Isong, he met secondary schools about 148, and by the time he left, after a very brief period, the secondary schools he left in Cross River then was up to 300 plus. And so our state benefited a lot, and we benefited from him.
89, not too many people in Nigeria reach 89. So to God, first of all, be the glory, and I want to congratulate him for making 89. The man we've seen is likely to make 100 plus.
The celebrant, Professor Efanga Uswa, an alumnus of the prestigious Hope Waddell Institute, Calabar, flanked by his wife, Obangongwan Elizabeth, is full of gratitude to God for keeping him alive and advised young people on the way to go. He also charged the people of Itu to unite and facilitate the development of the area.
I thank the society which allowed me to live till that age. As for the meaning to the society, is that we all expect to live long as that. Only if government can make available certain structures, food structures, give us certain things which would make life more meaningful. I would live as long as God allows me to.
Amid songs and celebrations, Professor Uswa cut his 89th birthday cake, while prayers were offered for his good health, long life, and prosperity.
Happy birthday to you.
From Itu local government area, Dianime Uko, NTA News.
And from us is a very happy birthday to Professor Ifan Uswa. We'll take a break now for some commercials. Newscope will be back shortly with Edidi Ongba. Don't go away.
Everything you go through in life is preparing you for your next assignment. I had to sell soft drinks for my mother so that we can make up the family income. I think the only person that can stop you from achieving what God has set out for you is you. Arise, Akwa Ibomite. Arise. Let's move forward together.
Oga Paul, na another cough medicine you wan buy, so why you no go do the test wey I say make you go do?
Oga, make you go check this your cough. The last time I get this kind yeye cough wey no gree go, na madam here tell me say make I go do test. When all the cough syrup wey I dey drink no gree work, dem come do me free test, and e come show say I get tuberculosis. The medicine wey dem give me, all na free. Now see am, I don well kampe.
Na true Callisto stop. Go check am o, make you dey sure, because who no go, no go no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
If cough don't worry you past 2 weeks, if it be tuberculosis, TB test and treatment, na free. Just call the National TB Hotline for 3340 or dial *3340# to get better information. This message now from the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people them.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afagafort, Overback Road, Uyu. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-world security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class Blue Sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed-circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afagafort, Overback Road, Uyo, your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
One passenger. Big auntie, go enter this bus.
Ha! Oga conductor, this kind cough na serious matter o. You suppose go hospital.
Hospital care.
Haba, doctors don talk am say different types of cough dey. Some na dry cough, but this your own na wet cough e be.
Big auntie, na God go bless you. I don tire for this my conductor and him cough wey no gree go. E fit even be tuberculosis.
Conductor, go check am o, make you dey sure, because who no go, no go no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check am o, make you dey sure.
If cough don't worry you past 2 weeks, if it be tuberculosis, TB test and treatment, na free. Just call the National TB Hotline for 3340 or dial *3340# to get better information. This message now from the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people them. Thank you for staying tuned. Now, due to the nature of their work, many believe police officers may not have the luxury of time to engage in social activities. But recent events, including the 2023 end of year get-together by the police in Akwa Ibom State, shows that indeed the police can dance. Clement Barikwi tells us how it went down.
It is an annual gathering to appraise themselves for the last year, but the 2023 edition added more glamour to the party. From comedy to awards and commendations, the State Police Command reiterated its stance of securing the people more than ever before. The end of the year get-together and awards night gave police at the officers' mess an opportunity to initiate new members into their fold. Pastor Umoino, represented by the Commissioner for Internal Security and Waterways, General Koko Isen, is proud of the police in the state.
I really appreciate you, my CP. I appreciate the work you do for Akwa Ibom State. I appreciate the cooperation I have with you, and I appreciate the cooperation I have with your men.
For CP Olatoye Durisini, the modest achievement of the command in 2023 can only be attributed to God.
God Almighty has been watching the city for us. We are only implementing the action of God. So we just a way of thanking God. Say, we have done well for us. We have not lost people. We have not seen any tremendous loss of policemen. Rather, we are achieving more. We're winning.
Award of Excellence in Leadership and Governance went to Pastor Umoino, the Commissioner for Internal Security and Waterways, as well as the Commissioner of Police, while several sons and daughters of the state were presented with the Leadership Support Awards of the State Police Command. Officers and men of the command who showed extraordinary bravery in their duties leading to major breakthroughs in 2023 were commended during the event.
He was the only officer that continued to get in touch with me from around my AC rank when I left here until I became a CP.
But when you commend people for the good work they've done, you're only gingering them, you're only encouraging them to do more. That's what my boss has done this evening. That's what the Commissioner of Police has done.
We are so happy that we've started the year with celebration. And by the grace of God, celebration we never cease in our lives. It's been so good from one level of progress to another.
Excited that program was done and completed, and then I'm super excited that it was recognized and given an award.
I appreciate the Nigerian Police Force for what they have done in Akwa Ibom State.
Never expected that it will be in time like this, but since it has come, we return all the glory to God.
The event climaxed with the CP leading guests and all service commanders in the state to the dance floor. Elsewhere, wife of the Commissioner of Police with members of the Police Officers' Wives Association took time to wriggle to some musical tunes. The get-together party may have ended, but not without a message that together it is possible to make Akwa Ibom State a safe haven for all in 2024. In Uyo, Clement Barikui, NTA News.
Congratulations there to the Akwa Ibom State Police Command. Now that we know that police can dance, congratulations to them. And like Clement Barikui said, we all need to support the police to ensure that we have a crime-free society. Marriage is known to be a union between two consenting adults, but when it is contrary, it raises concerns. This is a concern in a viral video of a 4-year-old purportedly given in marriage to a 54-year-old man. And what immediately comes to mind of people is unbelievable and barbaric, you will say. Well, this was what was said to have occurred in a community in Sagbama local government area of Bayelsa State. And as you know about Newscope, the facts of this story will surely be unraveled, and the latest on it is more than meets the eye. Ebinimizi Timiola tells us more.
Recently, a video went viral across the internet of a 4-year-old minor who reportedly married a 54-year-old man in Akede community in Sagbama local government area of Bayelsa State. The conduct was widely condemned for being repugnant, offensive to public morals, and therefore should not have a place in civilized society. When Newsline crew began to investigate the veracity of the story, the findings were shocking and revealing at the same time. It was gathered that the 4-year-old was said to have existed in a former life where she, as a maiden, was betrothed to the same man until they were unfortunately separated by death.
The reason for her committing suicide is that she wants to go and reunite with her lover on the other side of the world. But unfortunately, it seems that reunion didn't take place. So she had been coming and going. You remember the poem of J.P. Clark, Abiku, coming and going this several seasons.
It was in this circumstance that findings came to the fore that to save a life, it is a compelling necessity that a symbolic marriage ceremony called Korpamo is performed and a token is presented to redeem her. The practice, according to devotees, as part of an ancient Ejo culture and spirituality, for a girl or male child who falls sick and dies after birth and returns to be given birth to again.
The man who said to be the husband of that child is not the real husband, but tried to Korpamo the child to the old age.
The girl, when she grows up to the age of marriage, can actually marry anybody of her choice. And so there's no attachment. All of that was done. We only talk about the level of celebration that accompanied it.
My daughter told me that for her to stay alive, we have to perform a symbolic marriage.
If I not do this thing before this girl dies, it's for my head. So from there now, okay, if not so, no problem, I will pay you.
Could this be a myth, a story just made up? Well, I decided to dig deeper into other cultural belief systems and found something similar in Abiku in Yorubas and Ogbanje in Igbos, meaning a spirit child who died young and was reborn. Having established this, I went further to other faith beliefs.
The truth is that there is nothing like reincarnation in the Christian sector. In the Bible, it has never happened.
In Islam, we do not hold the view that there is a reincarnation. It is the work of the jinns.
Gender-based civil society groups, professional bodies, and government representatives also met on the matter.
Issues like this can never be handled on the surface. It is going to be to get to the logical conclusion of the matter that the Gender Response Initiative team has invited all the actors involved concerning the supposed child marriage and Bayelsa State for fair hearing.
From what we have heard from both parties, we are confident that the rights of the child has not been violated and will not be violated. A cultural practice has taken place that was misunderstood and misinterpreted.
Keep our eyes open to ensure that these issues do not translate into, something criminal aside the cultural practices that they have spoken about.
The statement they have made so far is that it wasn't a marriage that was celebrated on the 26th of December.
The Bayelsa State government has promised to be thorough in its findings as the public awaits a formal report. Ebinimi Zitemiola, NTN News.
Well, intriguing, isn't it? That's all I can say. We'll wait for updates. The most dreaded joke in the Nigerian social and family circles today is a call for a DNA test which clears doubts about the paternity of a child. It is observed that any little doubt about the child's paternity can jeopardize the bond of a strong family unit. The society today is, however, agog with doubts and searches for the true paternity status of children. DNA is a surest answer. Is DNA a blessing or a curse? And are you ready for this revelation? Marianne George beams her searchlight on this issue.
Research has shown that one of the most devastating things that can happen to marriage is infidelity. Simply put, adultery, an act perceived to be an abomination condemned by all religions practiced in Nigeria. This comes to play when a woman carries pregnancy from outside of wedlock into the matrimonial home. The recent revelations in the social media space have ignited new developments by some men in search for the true paternity of their children via the deoxyribonucleic acid DNA test. DNA is the genetic information carrying material in humans and other organisms. The question now is, are you ready for a DNA test?
It's very funny. There's no need for that at all. I don't have any need for DNA test. One, I don't suspect my wife. I don't have any reason at all, because looking at my children, the DNA is there. You don't even need to go to laboratory.
For me, if there's a trust in between the two partners, I think there is no need for that. But if there is no trust and maybe your mind is telling you something about that, it's equally good for you to go ahead and do the DNA test so that you'll be sure.
It's only when you're not sincere with all, but maybe you're a kind of human being that go here and there, you'll be afraid. Because definitely the result will come out and they will know the true father of the child.
Yes, as a faithful wife, why not? I will. In fact, 100%. Because there's no big deal about that, except you are doubting yourself.
It's better to know it earlier than even later. Because DNA is causing so much chaos. Now we are hearing so many stories. Like somebody who waits after training the children up to university level, you now discover.
Genetic testing has potential benefits whether the results are positive or negative. But one sure fact is that the test results can provide a sense of relief from uncertainty and help people make informed decisions.
DNA actually is the basic unit of inheritance, which is transmitted from parents, to the offspring. Okay, so and this drives the several forms and activities that happen in a human body. It is the basic unit and determines what the human being would look like, in terms of characteristics, complexion, height, everything that the human being displays.
Just like when the sperm goes in, it's only the head that goes out. So the difference that you find, the distinction will only be from the male. That's why they collect the sample from the male and the woman. Because if you check all the children, the mother's own will have the same with the child, but the dad will be, that's where you only find the difference, because the mitochondria is not gotten from the dad, it's gotten from the mom.
Findings reveal that delay in learning, knowing and accepting the truth increases the risk of developing an attachment with a child that is not biologically yours. It causes emotional pain for both parties if they subsequently realize they are not related. It is said that the truth sets free. So does the paternity DNA test, as there is no greater freedom than knowing that your children are biologically yours. But before I go, I leave you with this question. What about the children that were switched at birth? Well, that is a story for another day. In Abuja, Mariam George, Jitubo, NTA News.
Marian, indeed, that's a story for another day, because we've heard of stories where children were switched at birth at the clinics. Well, I think for the other issue of the DNA test, fidelity is still the answer. Handbags have long been one of the most indispensable fashion accessory in women's lives, and this makes us curious about the benefits it's been proving to women for ages. Well, NTA News crew went out on a quest to find out why handbags have remained a staple in every woman's fashion repertoire. Utabe Akpabio has details.
Handbags have long been cherished by women as an important fashion accessory used in their daily lives. The primary purpose of handbags has been to aid in the easy conveyance of items that would rather be difficult to carry around by hand. This portable accessory has become a part of most women's dressing, and it comes in different colors, shapes and sizes. While some women prefer to use bags for its primary purpose, some prefer to use it mainly as a fashion piece, claiming that it helps complete their look.
Going out with a handbag as a lady completes your dressing. It makes it look more nicer than just going without a handbag.
I can't go out without handbag because I feel like I'm incomplete.
It adds to my beauty. It makes my fashion complete. Without handbag, your dressing is not complete. You will feel incomplete.
Apart from the fashion benefits of carrying handbags, there are lots of other benefits that come with owning one of which is the security of personal items while moving around.
Then it's advised for a lady to go out with a handbag. You can carry it with your important stuff.
It assists me to put things that I will need when I'm going out.
Good things that preserve them. Even some people run away collecting people's phone on the street, but when you have a handbag, you put it unlocked. Before they drag the handbag on you, it will be difficult to them.
The handbag, you can carry everything that is needed for your daily activities. Like my own, I have books. Everything I need for the day is inside this handbag. Some will call it till tomorrow. Inside this handbag, you have like 4-bedroom flat.
Now, you would agree that handbags are significant in every woman's fashion collection. Hence, one needs to make good choices when it comes to the quality and attractiveness of a handbag used to complete any dressing for an occasion. In Uyo, Utaba Pabio, NTN News.
Thank you indeed, Utube. Now you know that for some of us, handbags are a must carry anytime we leave the house. Now, have you ever wondered why some ladies now prefer to go about with low haircuts as against fashionable hair brands? Well, your answer may just be as good as mine, but without much ado, Goodness Effiong will let us into this new feminine look and its reasons as encapsulated in this special report.
In recent years, women, especially young ladies, now wear low haircuts as a fashion trend, as against conventional hairstyles. Some ladies who carry this new look claim that it is more economical to maintain low cut than braiding of hair every 2 weeks in this harsh economy. Observers say the days when low cuts were specifically meant for men, the aged and widows seems to be long gone because the short haircut helps this set of ladies who wear them to reduce excessive pain and stress while sustaining money-friendly care for the hair. Many analysts say low-cut hairstyles have been preferred by most young women because of its benefits, arguing that staying on low-cut helps them to look more vibrant, confident, and attractive, and also help them express their individuality and style.
I feel free like this, so without making hair.
I think making hair is more expensive, yeah, because you know the price of attachments now and Vivon and all the extension they use.
It's very easy to maintain it compared to making of hair. Nowadays, making hair is very costly, but low cut is less costly. You can go on low cut, carry for like a month, and now you want to keep it, and you can also wash it using water and soap, and the other hair treatment you can use in maintaining it to avoid dry scalp.
Now, let's hear from Uyo residents on what they think about ladies who carry low haircuts.
I don't like making my hair, and it's less stress for me.
I prefer to go on low cut because I like low cuts though I've been plaiting my hair, but I had to cut it.
Prefer low cut. I had a very long hair before, but I decided to cut it because I don't like making the hair.
Despite people's varied opinions on women carrying low haircuts, some ladies insist that low haircut is the best for them.
Waking up in the morning, taking my bath, I will just wash up everything and I will feel so comfortable with myself.
Part of why I cut my hair is because the other one is like very high, but I don't even feel like making my hair, so I just prefer this one.
Whatever your fashion preference is, always consider your physical appearance and comfort before making your fashion choices. After all, you are likely to stand out by the fashion statement you make. In Uyo, Goodness Effiong, NTN.
I think that the heat also contributes to this fashionable hairstyle. And then maybe also the cost of hair extensions. What do I know? We'll pause for some messages now. More news after. Stay with us.
Welcome to
Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afagafort, Overback Road, Uyu. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-wall security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class Blue Sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed-circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afagafort, Overback Road, Uyo, your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
All right, thank you for still staying tuned. Do you know that photography is fast becoming a serious means of survival by many people, both the young and the old? Correspondent in this special report takes a look at photography and other things you may not have known about these arts.
The art of photography advances to yield a sustainable income as a lucrative career and a creative industry in the world of today. As photography strives beyond the mere mechanism of creating images, the craft extends to be a service rendered to everyone.
Photography is one of the biggest things anyone can do. If you know what you're doing in the photography industry, definitely you have money. And it's not just about the money, it's about the memories you want to create for people. It's about the story you want to tell.
Amongst the world-rated skill, photography takes the lead as a profitable paying job and a means to earn a living. While the market becomes competitive, challenging, and as well lucrative, the beauty of this art continues to entertain, inform, sustain, and revolve around the world at large.
My certificate from the university is not supposed to be my primary source of income. So being independent, I knew that I had to go into get a skill for myself.
In the series of young professionals of this skill, photography has been found as an excellent career which supersedes all threats, critics, and misconceptions perceived by the world.
I believe one of the reasons why my parents did not want me to go into it is because of the light they saw photography. You know, how they saw photography. It's for the less privileged, perhaps, if I want to use that word. Photography is for, you know, the poor. Photography is just for the street people, but no, it's not. It all depends on how you are able to run a business, how you are able to brand yourself. The good news is that no matter what your skill is, there's someone in every level of life that needs that services.
However, as passion and persistence becomes an ingredient for greatness, the practice of photography requires great potentials in order to grow extensively in the business. In Uyo, Sharon Duncan, NTA News.
The beauty of this is that you can equally make money while enjoying your passion. And talking about passion, the art of tailoring is fast becoming the most sought for vocational skill among youth, and this is as a result of its lucrative advantage after learning the trade. Evelyn Badwekbo, who interacted with some tailors, now tells us more on the business.
Looking good, the popular saying goes, is good business. Hence the demand for designing and sewing of new clothing by individuals to look good, fashionable, clean and neat. To achieve this aim, people often resort to patronizing fashion designers or tailors to achieve their desired looks.
For me, I'm enjoying this business. I have learned a lot. It's very good. I can advise some other people to join us because this business we gain a lot.
Money there. If you don't know, you don't know. Okay. If you enter the business, you will not say money there.
Not be everybody they like to have handwork.
Yes, this one is self-determination. If you have to decide for your own, you will do it. No be to go and tell person come and learn work. That person don't have interest to learn work. That person come and waste their own time.
Some of the young persons in the tailoring business affirm its lucrative nature, especially when one has the ability to create trendy and fashionable designs that will keep the customers coming.
When your clothes can educate you, another person can say, okay, let me come and try your place, let me come to your place and try. From there, you now get customers from
That will show that 4 clothes or 5, it depends. They depends the kind of clothes you want. I will give you the price from like 35, 5,000, 4,005, 7,800. It depends how you need the clothes how to be.
See this business now, we have many customers. It depends how you sew the clothes. It depends how the style you make and show some people. When once they see the style, they will come to your place and sew.
To start up the business after learning the skill, which can last between 1 to 3 years, a sum of 80,000 naira and above, some of the tailors say, will help start up the business.
You can take, some people can take 80,000, 100,000, 150 to start the work.
The tailors also encourage others to join in the trade as it has many advantages too numerous to count. In Uyo, Evelyn Badu Ekpo, NTA News.
Now, Nigeria, indeed Africa, is blessed with different cultural and traditional heritage which, if not preserved, may be forgotten by generations yet unborn. And so, since traditional dance is a known culture of the nation and it is expressed in different styles and steps depending on the background, it is imperative that the culture is not only preserved but should be taken as a form of exercise for healthy life, also as an important way to communicate traditionally. But how often do you dance, and what does dancing mean to you? Let's join Gift Ogbe as she takes us to the dance by some young school leavers.
Dancing is said to be an excellent form of expression that allows people to exploit different forms of bodily movements. For the people of the South-South region, Bayelsa State in particular, the waist dance is most appreciated. The free movement of waist and muscles of the body is so electrifying as it keeps one at the edge of your seat. According to these young dancers, it is their cultural heritage.
Dancing is a natural talent. Once it's being taught, it can no longer be referred to as dancing, but we learned the dance steps. It gives us joy while dancing because dance is part of entertainment.
Dancing is something of your mind. You do it in your own way. You don't force on to dance. It's more like a gift, a talent. You show it. You use time when you dance, you smile.
I love dancing because most times dancing releases our body. It's more like an exercise. Dancing is one of my hobbies. I love dancing.
No matter the mood you are, dancing puts you in a grooving mood to relax and forget about the worries of the past. For Sunday Digest, Gifts Ogbe.
Now, did you join those children to dance? It is a good form of exercise, and then of course it is very entertaining. Now, the next story will really amaze you. Have you heard of that Nigerian upcoming sports commentator generating interest of football enthusiasts? Yet he has never attended any commentary academy. Indeed, Adam Grema is breaking jinx in the commentary circle in Kaduna and beyond. Haruna Muhammad unveils the man Adam Grema, the sports commentator in Kaduna.
Away by Gundogan and by Aguero, astonishing finish by the young Argentinians in time.
Ability beyond imagination, but this is reality. Adam Grema is a businessman in Kaduna, but has naturally developed interest in soccer commentary. Not just local sport analyst, but that of the global hemisphere. Fascinating, you may say, he is doing what he knows how to do best, the Premier League commentary.
Try to improve himself, that to say that they wins any other matches they're confronting in Barclays Premier League season. Perhaps people may say Manchester United, they're facing a lot of problems. Look at the previous 3 consecutive matches again, but this one is different. This is Tottenham. It's a very English derby today.
Could this be out of spontaneous passion or something learnt over time?
That is one of my friends who is always guiding me to follow him to stadium. The first time I would not forget, 2006 to 7 like it. I used to follow him to the cinema to go and watch football, especially Premier League. So I did not forget that time. There are commentary that call John Champions and one commentary called Martin Taylor. I learned a lot from them. So when I was watching the football, my mind is not on the football, my mind is on the commentary. What are they saying? What are the type of language they're using?
Inspired by likes of Peter Drury and Martin Taylor, International League commentators, his commentary work continues to generate interest. The young man has since been working on himself, utilizing the social media platforms, adding value to what he is doing.
I would just go to home and lock my door and start hearing what the sport commentators are fascinating. I got a lot of idea when it comes to sport, especially with Peter Drury. So when I started doing the Peter Drury boys, a lot of people were saying that it is not true. I just attaching Peter Drury boys with my video. I say it's not true. That is me.
Adam Grimmer is loved by youths, especially sport enthusiasts, demanding him to give them a piece at every given opportunity.
And the City came behind from 2-1. They won it again.
So honestly, the kind of commentating he's doing, as if he is born in these European countries, the kind of his speech, honestly, is quite interesting and stunning, especially to the fans of Chelsea.
He's an absolute talent. I strongly believe that the world will look up to him as far as this is concerned.
He certainly has all it takes to do well in the commentary box, and so he should be encouraged to do so going forward.
Interestingly, it is one of his hobby, watching sport channels, and to further fuel the intriguing pulse, I joined him in the sport arena watching football. Adam Grimmer is now going beyond the shores of Nigeria as he tried his hand on commentary in the neighboring Cameroon.
Time I went there, people are just looking at me. Wow, this guy, where is he from? Let you try. Let us see, is that true or it's not?
Graduate of mass communication from the University of Maiduguri, Adam Grimmer has the ambition of becoming one of the professional renowned sports commentators of both national and international repute.
Our wins include that match of Newcastle at Anfield, which is very good for them.
Interesting talents there, very stunning, very beautiful. Congratulations, Adam Grayman. The world would indeed hear you. And that's our package for this Sunday. Thank you very much for keeping faith with us. Thank you for being a part of Newscope this Sunday evening. Join us again, same time, same station next week, God willing. From all of us here, do have a beautiful week ahead. God bless you.